So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On 1st down, it's Cohen. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Ready up.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Here we go. Here we go. San Lobo. Try 7. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Breida. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. 15 on.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They'll run on second down with Cohen. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On the draw, this is Cohen. This way down deep in Denver territory. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 16-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. This is Cohen. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
This is Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. That's going to be caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida. His 11th touchdown of the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. and they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Back to throw. Love. Dancing. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
What I'm talking about?
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready, break. Line 15. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. All day.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
57.
Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson stepping up. He's going to keep it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now again, right side, Hines. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
At the 22-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
57's the mic.
Throwing is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They run with Breida. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it third and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Nyheim Hines with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
On the set, 44's Mike. Check. Don't get nervous.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. It's complete to Fuller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Breida, he'll try the right side. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
They're running it. Mike 56.
Here's Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
4 down, even. 57, Mike, 57.
From the gun, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeMarcus Lawrence, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
All day, every day, any day.
Jackson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Watch the ship, watch the ship.
On first down, Cohen. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Check. Switch. Explain. 23. Cut. What? Go.
On first down, here's Breida. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out here trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They run again with Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Hines. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st down, Denver.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's Hines. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. On 2nd down. It's Hines. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On third down, Hines. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Hines. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. On second down now, it's Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. On third down, Hines. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins, he missed it wide to the left. Well, it would have been a long one, but that was the spot that they put themselves in, Charles, forcing him to try from long distance, and he comes up empty.
And you know what happens oftentimes when you're trying to kick a little bit beyond your range, you overkick it, right? Don't get all of it. In this situation, they cannot point fingers at him. They've got to go back and examine their play calls, how they tried to traverse the ball down the field, and why they didn't get bigger chunks of yardage in order to set up a field goal that was much more manageable.
Yeah, because 5 to 10 yards there could have made a world of difference. So a victory here for